Going now, everyone. So firstly, thanks for joining us. Thank you first of all to the team here at the Grosvenor Casino who have been absolutely tremendous, and a big thanks for allowing us to host this afternoon's press conference and weigh-in here. Obviously the press conference and weigh-in is all ahead of tomorrow evening's huge bill of boxing in Leeds Town Hall. There are 1 or 2 tickets still remaining. They are available on the door. Door's going to be opening from 5 PM. Tickets will be available from around about 5 PM right through till 8 PM. The event's going to be brought to you by Hennessy and Hennessy Sports. It is also brought to you in association with MaxiNutrition, the Modelling Network, and Grosvenor Casino Leeds. And it's going to be live on Channel 5. The broadcast starts at 10 PM. Very exciting night ahead of us. It is for the semi-finals of the MaxiNutrition Knockout. And firstly, everybody, I'd like to welcome the 4 boxers who are centre stage at the minute, who will all be in the ring tomorrow evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome Leon Senior, Bob Ajisafe, Matty Clarkson and Travis Dickinson. So members of the press then who join us today, please do feel free to ask any questions you like to any of our boxers. We do have 1 or 2 questions for the boxers which we'll ask ourselves, but please anybody, if you've got a great question what you'd like to share with us, then don't hesitate to shout it out. We're going to start off with Leon Senior and Bob Ajisafe, who will be in the ring tomorrow evening together. Going to start with you, Leon. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today and for the press conference and what you're about to say. You're looking forward to it. You've got a big weekend ahead of you, haven't you?
Yeah, looking forward to it very much so.
All right, at the end of tomorrow night, you will either be on your way home from the MaxiNutrition Knockout, or you'll be heading to the finals night on the 27th of September. How are you feeling ahead of it?
Feeling great. My training camp's gone great. I've prepared to the best of my ability, so I've got no excuses. Tomorrow night, I'm on A1 form, so I'm looking forward to the challenge.
All right, well, looking ahead to tomorrow night, how much are we going to see of you? Because in your quarter-final, obviously that was cut short. It was actually a technical draw at the end of the day. It was a round 2 stoppage because of a cut. How much have you still got in your tank? Did you show us everything you had on that quarter-final? What are we going to expect from you?
The fight never got going. Not through my fault, just never got going the way things happened, but I think all going well, and you know, I mean, we don't have any clashes ahead or stuff like that tomorrow. I think you'll be in for an exciting fight.
You probably will be heading in tomorrow night as the underdog.
Yeah.
Does that affect you?
No way at all. I actually thrive on being the underdog. It makes me want to win more. And
what do you think about Bob, who's stood next to you and is going to be facing you tomorrow evening? What's your thoughts on Bob Ajisafe?
I think Bob's a good fighter. He's done little wrong in his career, but I have a few things in my mind that I want to bring to the fight tomorrow, and we'll see what happens.
And have you altered anything in training specifically to go head-to-head with Bob?
Yeah, I have. I've done certain things, changed a few things. Obviously, Bob's a southpaw, as was Tony Hill, but as I said, that fight never really got going. But you should see a bit tomorrow.
All right, live on Channel 5 as well. Does that add to it for you?
Oh, it's brilliant, yeah. Couldn't be better.
All right, so and on a scale of 1 to 100, whereabouts are you?
100.
Brilliant, well done. Thank you, Leon. And we move on now to Bob. Bob, you're entering the ring tomorrow night. You're the favourite. You're fighting in Leeds. It's your hometown in Leeds. It's live on Channel 5. If the bookies had to put a pound on it, you're going to be the favourite. What does it mean to you?
Yeah, it's brilliant to be in Leeds, my hometown. I'm looking forward to putting on a good show for all my hometown fans, and getting a homecoming here. It's been long overdue now, so I'm really excited about it.
And how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good now. I'm fresh, ready, on form, on top of my game, locked in now, just ready to do the business tomorrow.
And just summarise for us, because your quarter-final, I think everybody will agree that was the quarter-final of the MaxiNutrition for what we had. Yeah. Great bout with Dean Francis. What did you take from that, Bob?
Definitely, fight of the tournament so far. It was a tough fight. I mean, Dean Francis is a top contender. You can't take anything away from him. All the experience he's had, previous British, Commonwealth, European, world title on a fighter. So to be in a British title fight with him, you know, was a brilliant fight. But as you can see, he controlled that fight. as well after being out of the ring for a while as well myself. But still, it came into MaxiNutrition and set the MaxiNutrition I like with that first fight, incorporating all the other fights in it.
It was a great fight. Was that what you're looking to build on it tomorrow? What do you know about Leon?
I don't know much about Leon, to be honest, because obviously his last fight was cut short. He only had the 1 round, so but I've really seen a little of him really. And before this tournament, you know, I had no disrespect to him. I'd never heard of Leon Senior. I had a bit of chat with him when we first went down, but I'd never seen him or heard of him. But now he's mixing. He's got to realise he's mixing in this class. I'm number one, and when you're the top, you've got to realise you know you're in deep when you're in with me, because I'm number one, and it's showing the level I've been at for a long time.
And you're going into it as favourites.
Yeah.
Do you think you favour yourself? Are you going to be the new MaxiNutrition champion?
Of course I favour myself. I'm British champion, so regardless of that side, my British side's on the line tomorrow night. Leon seems a good guy. He's going to come down and give it a go and give his best he's got. So I'm not looking past him. I've got to, you know, do the business tomorrow and do my job.
And have you got a message for Leon? Have you got a message ahead of?
I've got a message for Leon. You know, to come and, you know, he's going to give it his all as I expect. Bring a great fight for the fans, the hometown league. But ultimately, you know, I think I'm a very different class.
All right, Bob. Well, let's hope we're going to build on that fabulous quarter-final which you was a part of. Look forward to seeing both Leon and Bob in the ring tomorrow night. Gents, hope you have a great, safe journey into the ring tomorrow evening. Leon Senior and Bob Ajisafe. And now we'll move on to the other one of our semi-finals. This semi-final is for the title as well. It's going to be for the English light heavyweight title. First of all, we're going to have a chat with the champion, Travis. How are you feeling? Big night ahead for you tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
Bob's just played his first practical joke on you there. He's turned your microphone off.
I'm feeling great. Training's went well. Looking forward to getting back in and putting a show on.
Just surmise your quarter-final for us. It didn't last very long. You said after the first round you was going to knock him out. You knew it. It was just a case of when.
I knew his weakness. He left himself open for that right hand, and I know I hit hard. You know what I mean? So when I caught him, when I started catching him with the right hand the first round, I knew it was going to be a matter of time before I got him again. And he went. It didn't take long.
Do you always suss out your opponents that quick?
I'm more or less, you go in as soon as the bell goes, you go in, you just gotta alter if you've got a plan in your head and it doesn't go to plan, just alter whatever suits you.
Matty says on his quarter-final we didn't see the best of him, but we've seen the best of you in your quarter-final, and he's coming for your title tomorrow night. Have you got a message for him?
I never really got going. I was just starting to get going there in that fight, starting to pick the pace up and get into my flow. So don't think you've seen the best of us yet.
All right, it's live on terrestrial TV. It's obviously a big platform for you. You got a semi-final tomorrow night. Do you see yourself being crowned the MaxiNutrition Knockout Champion in September?
Well, obviously, I think all of us, to tell the truth, I think everyone will think that in the head, but I think myself that, yes, definitely.
Who do you think's your biggest opponent out of the ones?
I'm the long passing lad next to us. I'm fighting him tomorrow night, so I've got to obviously try my best to beat him.
All right.
That's it.
And any word for Matty ahead of tomorrow?
No, just looking forward to getting in, sharing the ring with him, having a great fight.
All right. Well, we'll have a word with Matty now.
You might just got on way, guys. Just let him free.
Matty, you have very publicly not spoken very well about your own performance in that quarter-final.
Are you surprised?
You said you was at 40% at best, and whatever happens tomorrow night, it cannot be any worse than your quarter-final. Go on, tell us about it.
Yeah, I did mean it, because I said it and I did mean it. You know, I couldn't have been any worse. I think this is my 16th fight now, and I think anybody who's ever watched all my fights can only say that's my first poor performance, to be fair. Every other's, I've evolved in every one. Like I said, last time I didn't make any excuses, I didn't whinge and cry about it like some fighters will. I got on with it. And like I said in the interview after the fight, I didn't come for a performance, I come for a result, and I got that as well. So I didn't pick too many bones out of it. There was a few things went on in camp from my behalf, not from my camps, not from the team behind me, from my behalf. And another thing I said is I'll put them right for this one. I have done.
You said your preparation was bad for the quarter-final. You say you've altered things in this preparation. How's camp gone ahead of the semi-final?
I wouldn't say it was bad. What I would say is I was training for the 19th of April to box on the undercard of Scott Quigg. And then when obviously this opportunity come off, I think we got about 4 or 5 weeks in hand for it. So at the time, being honest, I was eating sausage butties at my dad's when I got the phone call for it. So it wasn't exactly the proper diet plan, do you know what I mean? So I crashed my diet, and that's what happened. This time I've had, I went and sat down with Kerry Kayes on the Monday, the Tuesday after my fight last time, as I said I would. I did. Me and Johnny went up to Manchester, sat down, did it right, and this time I have done it right. So and that's why I said I have no excuses.
And you've been speaking as well very respectfully about Travis. You've shown him great respect in the media. Do you want to just share with us your thoughts on Travis and ahead of tomorrow evening? Of
course, he deserves respect. He deserves respect not just for being English champion, but for his previous records as well. He's a good lad as well. Outside of it, I'm not that type of lad anyway. There's nothing to be disrespectful to him for. So I don't get hyped up in all that. It's it is what it is. It's business tomorrow night, and I would imagine after it we'll have a pint.
And Travis took out Danny McIntosh in 3 rounds. 3 rounds. What do you make of that fight? What do you make of them 3 rounds?
They were, like I said in the interview after his fight, they were fantastic. You can't pull punches from that. You can't say, but he did this. But the only thing I would say is, I'm not going to do what Danny McIntosh did. Danny, I won't say made it easy for him, but he played right into Travis's hands, and when you've got power that Travis possesses in either hand, and I think one of his team this week's quite rightly said, if he's on his best, he'll put any 175 pound kid away, and I do believe that. But if you're going to stand in front of him and let him swing for fences like McIntosh did with no defence whatsoever, what do you expect? Do you know what I mean? If you're going to do that, then he will bomb you out. Of course he will. He's got the power to.
And tomorrow night you're going for his title?
Of course, yeah, 100%. I wouldn't be studying if I wasn't. There's a few things we've done in this camp, that I've never done before. It's cost me a lot of money, but I've took 6-7 weeks away from work just to train 2-3 times a day, to do different runs I wouldn't normally do. And to be fair, it's just out of respect for him, knowing that I have to be 100% for tomorrow. There isn't. And that's honestly, I can honestly say I've done everything. Me and Johnny have had a chat all the way up here. And if he beats me tomorrow night, fair play. But I am 100%. There isn't. I haven't done one thing wrong, and I know tomorrow night I can go in and think and know that I've done everything right. And like I said, the best man will win that night. Whoever it'll be. And whatever happens. It's one of them.
It's a big platform for you. It's live on terrestrial TV. It's for a title fight. One final message for Travis.
See you tomorrow, pal. No, it'd be a great fight. It'd be a great fight. I know exactly what type of fight I'm going to get. I'm not going to have to go. I don't need to invite him in twice. He'll come for me. He'll come for me with big punches. As someone said in Boxing News this week, I've got tendencies to get drawn into wars, so it could make for an entertaining fight.
Brilliant. Thanks very much indeed, Matty. They're in the ring tomorrow evening. Scheduled for 10 3-minute rounds. It is for the English light heavyweight title. Matty Clarkson and Travis Dickinson.